Hello and welcome. Our topic for the day is finding the value of x to prove two lines are parallel. Let's understand with the help of some questions given to us. The first one says solve. Here we are given a figure where can see two lines M and P being cut by a transversal. Some measure of angles are given. Let's see. Measure of angle 6 is 3x plus 26 degrees. That is this angle over here, 6. And measure of angle 5 is equals to 17x minus 198 degrees. What would x have to be for M and P to be parallel? Now for M and P to be parallel, measure of angle 5 should be equal to measure of angle 6. They will form the alternate interior angles. If these pair of angles are equal, then M and P will be parallel. So we'll plug in the values. Measure of angle 5 is 17x minus 198 equals to 3x plus 3x plus 26. To find out the value of x, we start by adding 198 to both sides. This cancels to 0. 17x equals to 3x plus 224. Now we'll subtract 3x from both sides. This becomes 0. 14x equals to 224. To finally find out the value of x, we divide by 14 on both sides. This is 1 and this is 16. So x equals 16 is the final answer. Can be seen in option C. Let's move on to the next question. Solve. Here we given two lines R and T cut by the transversal Q. It says if measure of angle 8 is 4x minus 13 degrees, here is measure of angle 8, and measure of angle 3 is 16x minus 147 degrees, what would x have to be for R and T to be parallel? So let's understand first that measure of angle 8 is equals to measure of angle 6. These are forming vertical angles. Now for R and T to be parallel, measure of angle 6 plus measure of angle 3 should be equal to 180 degrees. Angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So we'll plug in the values. Measure of angle 6 is 4x minus 13 plus 16x minus 147 equals 180. We'll put the like terms together. 4x added to 16x makes it 20x minus this is negative 13 minus 147 is 160 equals to 180. We add 160 to both sides to solve for the value of x. This becomes 0. This is 20x equals to 180 plus 160 is 340. We divide by 20 on both sides to get the final value of x. This cancels to 1, and 340 divided by 20 is 17. Therefore the value of x must be equal to 17 for R and T to be parallel. This can be seen in option A. Moving on to the next question. Solve. Here we given two set of lines at R and T cutting by the transversal Q. Measure of angle 5 is given to us as 13x minus 121 degrees, and measure of angle 3 is 8x minus 51 degrees. What would x have to be for R and T to be parallel? For R and T to be parallel, measure of angle 5 must be equal to measure of angle 3. These are forming the alternate interior angles. So we'll plug the measure of angles given to us and then solve for the value of x. Measure of angle 5 is 13x minus 121 equals 8x minus 51. First we add 121 to both sides and simplify this. This becomes 0. 13x equals to 8x plus 70. Now we subtract an 8x from both sides and see what we get. This is 0. 13x minus 8x is a 5x equals to 70. Now we divide by 5 on both sides to get the final value of x. This is 1. 70 divided by 5 is 14. Therefore, the value of x is 14 for R and T to be parallel. This is the final answer, can be seen in option A. I hope finding the value of x to prove two lines are parallel is easy now. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.